Our last speaker in this session, the fifth one, Dr. Habib Ibrahim Abdulrazik. Yes, Dr. Habib, he is a research scholar, faculty of medicine and health science, University of Perta in Malaysia. Dr. Habib is currently acting as a researcher at King's Saud University in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. And also, he has been serving as a reviewer for a few scholarly journals in national conferences. He having an expertise in scholar publishing, regulatory writer and writing and co-marketing communications. He has received the awards and the scholarship from various groups like IGRC at Canada, WHO, and some of his affiliated institutions. Okay, so welcome, Dr. Habib. You can begin.
Hello everyone. Thanks for the nice introduction. And today I'm going to talk about the scholarly publishing in the pandemic era and the emergence of artificial intelligence assisted tools. Keeping the short time in the mind, so I'm directly going ahead with the presentation. So as we all know, there is an increasing number of research productions, particularly in today's infodemic era. Per the Dimensions.ai, the artificial intelligence-based tool, as of now, we have around 6 million articles published and kept in the database. So AI, artificial intelligence, is expected to have a tremendous influence on publishing and this related scholarly academic field. So as you see, the graph is exponentially increasing year on year. This is another tool called COVID-19 Primer. This is also artificial intelligence powered tool. It estimates for the last 3 months around 30,000 papers only on COVID-19. This uses natural language processing to mine databases and predict research output trends. So because of the high influence of research productions, we do have an accelerated peer review process happening overall. So when we see for other topics, it takes at least 84 million days for peer review. When it comes to COVID-19, the dark ones, the median days reduced to 6. And this is the 7th one, 7 days, and this is 30 days, and this is 100 days time. So we do have speed up of article review processes. Most of them come from China. At least 20% of our journal articles comes from China. So now it is clear, although the fancy term artificial intelligence was very novice and it was very novel, it is becoming a noticeable sensation now in the scholarly publishing industry. So it helps define the role of science communication experts in the years to come. As we predict, in the future, writing machines will draft scientific manuscripts while reviewing machines will appraise them. Reducing human errors and meeting stringent timelines are the vital targets for the success of scholarly publication projects. So AI tools can help overcome the obstacles that publication professionals currently encounter. There are plenty of new products available and different types of obligations that are used in scholarly publications. The recent State of AI report has indicated us that even due to the cost reductions and funding constraints due to the pandemic, we have learned more about the implications and implementation of AI in this field. AI may help develop smart publishers by aiding humans to accomplish complex editorial tasks, such as analyzing large quantities of data, making predictions and forecasts, and suggesting decisions based on real-time trends. So in this presentation, I'm just quickly go on to give an overview of the AI contributions to various scholarly publication obligations, such as literature review, information retrieval, systematic data extraction and synthesis, manuscript development that includes writing, editing, and reviewing, bibliography and citation management, target journal selection, plagiarism prevention, peer review, quality assessment, editorial workflow management, and then publication production that includes proofreading as well as dissemination. So on the first step, literature review forms the base of any publication project involving evidence-based research. So as we see, there are plenty of products that are now implementing exclusively artificial intelligence supported tools, or they just feature some of them. As I mentioned earlier, COVID-19 primer involves natural language processing for extracting data and creating research outputs. So based on this, similar tools like COVID Scholar, Clara, also we can use for COVID-19 related informations. A recent hackathon style randomized control trial, or CT, concluded that an AI-led review of medical literature results in focused searches. So it outperformed the manual searches. However, there are implications and steps that need to be used for structuring the underlying data. Similar tools like Semantic Scholar uses AI to mine information available in published articles and provides users access to supplementary information to reproduce the results. Wisdom.ai is another tool from Taylor and Francis, which deep searches general databases and connects data from various domains and concept areas. Iris.ai, that's a new one that includes sorting topic-based contents in the core database. It has around 134 million researchers with that. That uses document fingerprints, a tool called. And the one with Omnity that uses multilingual AI tool helps in semantic data extraction of scholarly articles. There are plenty of other tools which focus on RCTs like RCT Tagger, RoboSearch. They used to filter the components of RCT, and we have Robo Reviewer. It identifies critical RCT information like PICO, population intervention comparison outcome. Similarly, Scholarcy that provides meaningful AI-created summaries for research articles. So we can use that summaries for understanding the whole process of that RCT. So these kind of literature search tools helps authors and science writers to quickly understand the essential study-related information. The other tool called Source Data looks for figures and legends in the research publication and extracts metadata, compares and connects to similar images, and generates a searchable knowledge graph. The next is manuscript preparation. In China, it is quite common to use writing robots in the recent years. Even for the Olympics, they have used robot journalism. There are several scientific robotic writing tools called Dream Reviewer or Xiaoming Bot, and they are all based on NLP, natural language processing. They use the development of transformer language models that enhance output quality that AI algorithm can generate. For academic writing, we do have several lot of tools like LightKey, Word AI, After the Deadline, Perfect Tense, Writer, AI Writer, and to be specific to scholarly publications, we have Grammarly, Perfectic, ProWriting Aid, and Trinka, the recent one. So some of the tools are exclusively work as writing platforms, while others are used to develop only the contents outside and then just suggest modifications. So of these, we mostly see Trinka as the recent one, which is developed from Crimson.ai. It acts as a writing mentor, apart from acting as a style editor, because it's specifically designed for academic and technical writing. It auto-edits documents and provides the correction and track change versions in MS Word. And it also offers publication readiness review. The other product called Author One, it checks around 60 items to finalize a submission ready draft. Another tool called SciNote Manuscript Writer, it extracts data from references using keywords and then add them to the draft adequately cited and annotated. Although the tool provides intellectual content for writing literature-based sections like introduction, the most creative and crucial part of a manuscript, the discussion section, requires a human touch. When we come to reference management, we have plenty of tools that are available right now. The most important ones are wisdom.ai. It comes with an inbuilt AI strengthened citation recommender with the power of intelligent analytics backed by big data. This tool is developed to showcase a research article's projected citation impact for 3 to 5 years. Similarly, cite.ai that uses smart citation and helps analyze the quality of references. So how good they are. SciWheel, another tool that is used a smart search algorithm to recommend relevant articles. There are tools like CoCite, Citation Gecko, and Connected Papers. They follow two innovative, unconventional methods. One is co-citation, that is two research articles appearing together in a single reference slate. And the other is bibliographic coupling, that is two papers citing a single publication. And we always use reference managers for our articles. Some of them like CiteIV uses automatically adds citations and just preventing plagiarism. Jab Review automatically renames and sorts related files based on the user rules. And CiteUlike also recommends publications based on the features that we give. The automation features in EndNote 20, the latest version, include deduplication of the articles that are selected, bulk reference uploads, then auto import of files, metadata extraction from imported files. And it also helps to categorize files into groups. Choosing the right journal is a challenging task, mainly because of the influence of various factors such as existence of too many journals, high rejection rates. In some journals, it goes up to 97%, and substantial evidence of predatory market. So today we have seen many people talk about OA and predatory models. So when we see in the recent years from 2002 to 20 to 2019, around 174 journals have been vanished from the online space. Almost all are OA journals. So digitalization, particularly the OA model, has also been accused of bringing more predatory players who do not follow good publication practice. So when we see the products that help us to select target journals, the open access journal finder helps by using a search algorithm called the validated journal index, supported by DOAJ, and avoids predatory journals. The other tools like Find My Journal employs an intelligent algorithm to search a large pool of journals using researchers' responses to 11 objective questions and suggest the top 5 journals for submission. Even EndNote 20 has a manuscript matcher function. It applies complex algorithms, Web of Science information, and statistics from journal citation reports to suggest impactful journals by providing match score to shorten the target journal search. Elsevier's journal finder involves clever search know-how supported by the inbuilt fingerprint engine and subject-specific vocabularies to identify the correct journal choice. As many other people have recommended, there are plenty of softwares and tools that based on AI that work for plagiarism detection. Plagiarism is not just a mere copy-paste issue. It's and in this digital era, it is not possible to manually detect plagiarism. The use of general web crawlers and search engine optimization
Mr. Habib Ibrahim, your time slot for presentation is about to expire in 1 or 2 minutes, so just conclude it in a few minutes.
Okay. So we have seen a lot of tools like these things, but application of more tools with AI, it is even possible to identify plagiarism at the higher level in passages. So there are plenty of issues in peer review. It's an overburdened task. So as we see, there are a lot of tools coming up here to quality check. An example from IRA, the Frontiers, it uses the first supported tools used, recommends 20 seconds for peer review. And for quality check, we have Stat Reviewer and Stat Check. It identifies statistical errors in submitted manuscripts. So I just want to have a look on this article. It's first of its kind article prepared in collaboration with other industry leaders like Dr. Sam Matthews, Dr. Fatima Fikri, and Dr. Salih Al-Khattani. It involves the various processes involved in this publication industry, and it highlights the eventful and most interesting, fascinating new products and why it is important for us to learn. There is much hesitation among scholarly people, even from the academia and industry, because something is very new is coming, so there is a fear of job loss. But the recent reports have suggested clearly that AI cannot take up the role of medical communication experts or researchers. It can just advise researchers and assist writers to be as helper or advisor. So we have seen several changes in the history. So when we move from paper to online version or introduction of typewriting machines, so all have helped humans. It is not just to remove them. So with this, I just conclude my presentation. I will send you the link for this paper in the chat. You can make use of it. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you indeed. Now it is my limited privilege to thank Dr. Rao, Dr. Peko, Dr. Junaid Mirza, Dr. Jani Dalip, Dr. Habib, Ibrahim Abdul Razak for their valuable presentation. And now, may I request the conference chair, Professor Dr. Ghazi, to proceed further with the conference, please.
Thank you, Dr. Muhammad Aslam. I would like to invite at that moment our ACSC team to have the video of the sponsor, and then we'll move to the next session. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Ghazi.